Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Kaufman Gymnasium here at Pencrest High School, home of the Pencrest Lions. Tonight, the Pencrest varsity girls basketball taking on the visiting Conestoga Pioneers. We're in for a good matchup tonight. Now, as we're watching these two teams warm up here, shooting has looked very good. How is that going to come into play tonight?
Well, Ryan, it's good to be alongside you tonight. Conestoga, just as we're watching warming up, and based off of the record that we see online, they have shooters up and down their roster. And so, in order for Pencrest to come out of here with a W, they have to keep this out of a half-court game. They have to control the pace of this game, keep Conestoga on their toes, keep them running. And they're going to have to do that without senior point guard and starter since freshman year, Katie Russo, who was a little under the weather and can't come out tonight. So they're going to have to find a way with their juniors Megan Hart and Grace Harding. They're going to have to find a way to run the floor and get behind this Conestoga defense if they want a chance to beat this very good Central League team.
It's going to be a tough one without Russo tonight. But we'll make do. Other players are going to step up. Just about ready to get started here tonight. We'll take it down to the court for the announcing of the starting lineups.
Welcome to Kaufman Gymnasium, where we have the Lady Lions of Pencrest squaring off with Conestoga. Now for the starting lineups. For Conestoga, number 3, Lindsay Erickson. Number 10, Sarah Miscoli. Number 33, Liz Scott. Number 35, Emma Powell. Number 52, Kitty Mayock. Conestoga is coached by Chris Jeffries. Now for your Lady Lions. Number 1 from Media Elementary, Kat Mulaney. Number 11 from Rose Tree Elementary, Megan Arndt. Number 12 from Indian Lane Elementary, Kylie Chillo. Number 14 from Rose Tree Elementary, Julia Eccles. And number 22 from Indian Lane Elementary, Grace Harding. Pencrest is coached by Bob Higgins. Please rise for the playing of our national anthem.
teams taking the court. 8 minutes on the clock. We're about ready to start here at Pencrest High School. And then the ball's up. Conestoga will start with it.
This is a very important possession to see who can set the pace and the tone for this basketball game on this first possession.
Surveying from the corner, dribbling up in the paint. Turnover to start this game. Pencrest will get the ball. Fast break.
Number 11, Megan Arndt, going to the line, shooting 2.
Coming out of the press, I think that is exactly the start that this Pencrest basketball team needed in order to set the pace against Conestoga.
Megan Arndt will shoot 2. First one falls. Pencrest with the early lead, 1-0. Second one's good, 2-0. Pencrest Lions in the lead. Pencrest gets their defense set. Ball movement around the perimeter. Ball's tipped, Conestoga recovers it. Pass into the corner, now back out. Inside, pushes up, ball's up, no good. Pushed out of bounds. Pencrest ball.
Conestoga is going to play this game, or Pencrest, I'm sorry, in a 2-1-2 zone defense, which will try to make it difficult for Conestoga to pass the ball through and get points around the rim.
Harding to inbound. High pass. Driving up. Blocked. But it'll stay with Pencrest. Oh, shot blocked. Conestoga's ball.
Really strong defense by 52 of Conestoga, who gets fouled, but she kept her hands up down on the defensive end of the ball, defensive end of the court, and that allowed her to get the block.
Conestoga will inbound now. Wide open look. Off the front of the rim. Pencrest rebound. Pencrest moving quickly. Setting the pace now. Pass to Arndt. Arndt back to Mulaney. Conestoga steals. Fast break. Layup. It's tipped. No good, but a foul.
Number 3, Lindsay Erickson, shooting 2.
I'm going to call that a bold call from the ref, because from our angle, it didn't look like Kat Mulaney touched her.
First one from Erickson, no good.
These referees, especially in high school, they have a tough job. A lot of times they can't get in position, and sometimes they just have to make a call with their gut based off of the perspective that they see. Even on national broadcast, you'll see some angles will show them in committing a foul, and some angles will show them not committing a foul. So it's a tough job, but that one I don't know about.
Erickson second shot, no good. Conestoga will get the rebound. Pass to inside the paint. Up. That's good. 2-2 now. Pencrest moving quickly under the baseline. Pass to Conestoga. Turnover. Whistles.
Kat Mulaney with 2 quick turnovers in less than 3 minutes of basketball. She's going to have to go to the bench.
Ball's inbounded. Kept outside the perimeter. Pencrest defense looking pretty good so far. Ball, we can't get inside, now they do. Ball's tipped, ball's on the ground, Pencrest gets it. Looks like ball safety and ball security is going to play a big factor in this one.
You know, I have to agree, and it's not just that, it's who can capitalize off the turnovers, as Pencrest looks for an open shot. But it's who's going to be able to capitalize off the turnovers that's going to have a head up in this game.
Cello, cross to Arndt. Arndt looking for something.
And I don't know, this Conestoga basketball team is big, and those cross-court passes, they're going to get more dangerous, and more of them are going to become turnovers as this game goes on.
Eccles to Cello. Trying to find something. No holes in this defense so far. Arndt trying to drive up. She stumbles. Pass into the foot. Conestoga player goes out of bounds. Stay with Pencrest. Eccles to inbound. Gets it in to Annalie Doyle. Pass back to Arndt. Ball's tipped. Arndt up, shot blocked. Conestoga ball. Conestoga shot blocked. Foul on the play. Conestoga headed back to the line.
You know, that's a good foul by Grace. You can't allow easy layups like that down in the paint. At least she's going to have to make Conestoga earn the points from the line.
First one does fall. Conestoga in the lead now, 3-2. Second shot will fall as well. 4-2. 4-2. 4:26 left to play in the first. And like we said earlier, turnovers going to play a big part in this one. Already seen many of them early.
And I think that's a general standard of girls basketball. There's generally more turnovers, and it's still generally low scoring. Generally, we see scores that are lower than in the men's game, even though they play the same amount of time.
And that's why you have to capitalize on those turnovers. Points are hard to come by in these games. If you can get points off the turnovers, it gives you a better shot. Pencrest ball coming out of the timeout.
It looks like Conestoga has learned its lesson. They're not going with the same full court press that they did to start the game, and it allowed Pencrest to get 2 easy points off of it.
Annalie Doyle bringing the ball up. Pass to Cello. High pass by Cello. Doyle handles it to Arndt. Arndt's trapped in a double coverage. Ball stay with Pencrest after it goes out of bounds. Doyle to inbound. Looking for a pass. Can't find something. Doesn't get it in time. Conestoga ball. Just couldn't find a hole in the defense.
You know, credit Conestoga's defense there, but Pencrest's legs weren't moving. Everyone was staying stagnant, and it made it easy for the Conestoga defense to be able to get that 5-second violation.
Give this Pencrest defense some credit too, making it tough. That one won't fall. Back up again, no good as well. Third time is a charm. Conestoga 6-2. And they're back with the full court press again. Pencrest having trouble trying to find their way out of it.
Some dangerous passes there, but they still get across the timeline.
Cello. Pass him to the corner. Back to Cello. To Doyle. Doyle looking for something. Harding wasn't ready for that pass. Off her leg. Ball's bouncing around. Is out of bounds. Pencrest to keep it. Timeout called. 3:13 left to play in the first. 6-2. Pencrest down.
Yeah, if you look at the scoreboard, you'll see Conestoga's already committed, or I'm sorry, Pencrest has already committed 3 fouls, which could be a problem. It's only the first quarter. If his team gets into foul trouble, they may have to reach deeper down on their bench. And Mr. Higgins already told us he plans on running a 6-man rotation unless this game gets out of hand. So they need to be a little more careful, slide their feet more, just keep their hands up on defense and not reach in, and hopefully they'll be able to stay out of foul trouble.
Play to the ball, not the person. Good rule to play by in these types of games. We only have 6 rotating in. Doyle to bring it up. She'll go to Harding. Harding to Cello. Cello's looking for something. Dribbles around, finds Art. Art into Harding. Harding up. No good. Conestoga rebound. Conestoga shot up. That one's good. For 3. 9-2. Pencrest falling behind early. Full court press for Conestoga. Pencrest finds a way out of it. Arndt puts up a shot. It's blocked. Jump ball. Stays with Pencrest. Now last time we had an inbound 5-second violation. Came into play. See if Pencrest can get it in this time. Passed off to Cello. Cello back to Doyle. Doyle up. That one's off the backboard. No good. Conestoga rebound. Good defense by Harding. Forces the travel. Coming back Pencrest's way. Full court press is proving to make things difficult for Pencrest. Shot blocked. No foul called. Ball goes out of bounds. Conestoga ball. Pencrest was looking for a foul on that one, didn't get it.
Yeah, because the defender got all ball first. Most of the time, if you get all ball first, anything that happens after the play is negated. And so that was strong defense by the Conestoga defender.
Surveying the court, pass inside the paint, ball up. That one's good for 2. 11-2, Pencrest down by 9. 1:42 left to play. Still sticking with the full court pressure. Find a way out of it. Fast break ball out of bounds off Pencrest. Conestoga will get it back.
I talked about this earlier, and the amount of turnovers that we've had so far has allowed Conestoga to get into their half-court offense, which allowed them to slow the game down, get it inside, and get most of their points in the paint. Conestoga is a surprisingly big team for girls, and so they've been able to just work it into the paint against the smaller Pencrest team, and now they're out to a 9-point lead.
Yeah, Pencrest is going to have to limit those turnovers if they want to get back into this one.
I also want to give a quick shout out to the boys basketball team. Tonight they're playing probably the game of the tri-state region as they take on the Conestoga boys team. That is a battle for first place in the Central Athletic Conference. There's a big dog pound crowd out there, which is probably why you don't see many people here. But best of luck to them as they try to maintain first place and stay undefeated in Central League play. And our next broadcast will be back in here against Lower Merion on Tuesday the 31st. So I know I'm personally looking forward to that game. I've seen Pencrest Lower Marion games ever since I was in 7th grade. I've come to all of them. So I'm really looking forward to that one, and I hope you are too, Ryan.
2 great high school basketball programs going to be competing in that one. The play is resumed in this one. 11-2 with 1:30 left to play in the first. Conestoga's ball. Moving around quickly. Now Pencrest gets set with their defense. Drive up, shot blocked by Grace Harding. Pencrest ball.
Now this is their opportunity to get behind the defense. Pencrest is going to slow it down instead.
Kylie Cello to slow it down.
If you look at the Conestoga defense now, it kind of reminds me of the Syracuse men's basketball team. They've been able to get the Final Four after Final Four under Jim Boeheim because of their length and their arm width with that 2-3 zone defense or that 2-1-2 zone defense. It's extremely hard to pass around at any level of basketball.
Arm put a shot up, it was no good, but Pencrest got the rebound. Doyle to Harding outside the perimeter trying to find something. Harding to Cello. Cello drives up. Over the head layup off the bottom of the backboard. Conestoga ball. Quick pass inside, ball up. No good. Conestoga lets it go out of bounds. Pencrest will get it. 22 seconds left.
Ryan, they taught me this in Media Hoops intramural basketball. You should only dribble about 2 to 3 times before passing the ball when facing a zone, because you're not going to beat the zone if you try to dribble through it. You have to pass through it and shift it away from the basket.
See if Pencrest takes your advice here. Been proving tough to get in here.
4 seconds left. They're going to need a deep shot.
They take it off the front of the rim. No good. Going into the second quarter, 11-2. Pencrest down early.
We keep talking about it. Conestoga has been able to capitalize off of the Pencrest turnovers, and so far, Pencrest hasn't been able to do the same to Conestoga, as we see 11-2 on the scoreboard.
That's something we'll need to fix up, hopefully before halftime, because if they keep playing like this, it's going to get out of hand quickly. More out of hand than it already is.
Quick shout out to the Pencrest cheerleading team for coming out to tonight's game, nationally recognized every year in Orlando, Florida.
I don't know about you, Eric, but I definitely can't do what they do.
Maybe on a really, really big trampoline, I'd be able to flip once. Other than that, I'm not very flexible.
It's tough to do what they do. Give them props for doing it.
Yeah. Amen.
Coming into the second quarter here, 11-2. Conestoga up. It'll be Conestoga's ball up top.
It's interesting to see matching shoes used to be a thing, but it looks like a thing of the past. I see a lot of players with different shoes. A lot of times teams, everyone used to wear the same shoe. It used to be a really big deal, but thing of the past, I guess.
Conestoga trying to penetrate in. Ball tipped.
Good defense by Grace.
Ball on the ground. Jump ball. Pencrest. We get the possession arrow.
And Grace Harding did a fantastic job of rotating with the ball through the middle of that zone and not allowing anything in the middle. Eventually forces the jump ball. And there's another turnover by Pencrest. Kat Mullaney sails it.
High pass. That'll give Conestoga the ball back, negating that great defense by Grace. Conestoga inbounds. Pencrest trying to put a little more pressure on them here. High pass. That one sails out of bounds. Pencrest will get the ball back. Subs come in for Pencrest. Harding inbounds. Only to Cello. Cello to Arndt. Arndt driving up to Grace, can't handle it. It goes off Conestoga. Pencrest will keep the ball.
That's a good look, but it's got to happen sooner. You can't make that pass from block to block. It's almost never there, and Conestoga was able to sneak in and swipe it away.
Kat Mulaney will inbound. She finds Doyle. Doyle to Cello. Aren't inside. No good. Foul on the play. Try to get some points here. See if they can get something started. Megan Arndt headed to the line. First shot is good. First points of the second quarter. Second one falls. 11-4. Now all 4 of Pencrest's points have come off from the free throw line. They can't keep living like that. That won't get them through this game. Second shot is good for Conestoga. 13-4. Pencrest going with it.
That's just a careless play. You got to catch the ball with 2 hands. Yeah.
Conestoga passes inside. Whistles come in. Conestoga headed back to the line. Pencrest has to be more careful. First one no good. 13-4 Conestoga up. 6:42 left in the half. Second one falls. 14-4 Conestoga to 10-point lead. Pencrest trying to slow things down. Doyle to Mulaney. Back to Mulaney. Into the corner to Doyle. Try to pass inside, off Conestoga out of bounds. Pencrest will keep the ball. Mulaney inbounds to Art. Art goes right up. No good. Conestoga rebound.
I think if you're Coach Higgins, you'll take that shot. An uncontested jumper right by the win, right outside of the paint. No defense. I think you'll take that shot. You just got to hope your player's going to knock it down.
Ball's on the ground. Jump ball. Arrow favors Conestoga on this one.
That's the third jump ball that Pencrest has forced so far in this half. They're doing a good job of hustling for the ball and going after it when it's on the ground.
Conestoga ball underneath. Subs come in for Pencrest. Harding comes back in. Arnold take a breather. Conestoga gets it in. Quick passes here. Dribbling inside. Ball's off the side of the rim, no good. Goes up again, no good again. Pencrest fights for that rebound. They get it. Long pass to Cello in the corner. Mulaney to Doyle. Back to Mulaney. Back to Doyle. Mulaney and Doyle just having a pass over there. Back and forth. Gotta find someone else. Cello up. No good. Mulaney rebound. She puts up. No good. Ball goes out of bounds. Conestoga ball. Good passing by Conestoga. Good ball movement. Ball's pushed out. Conestoga recovers.
Pencrest doing a nice job of being able to effectively keep the ball on the perimeter. And of course, just as I say, Conestoga works it inside for a score.
Good underneath pass. Get by Grace Harding. Making it 16-4. Conestoga, 12-point lead. Ball's tipped away from Pencrest. Conestoga will get another turnover there. Ball worked inside, put up. Blocked. Grace Harding with the rebound. Kat Mullane trying to make something happen. No good, goes out of bounds, but Pencrest will keep it. Subs come in. Aren't back in, Doyle out. Pencrest rolling with the starters. Mullane finds Eccles up top. Cello to Mullane. Off to Eccles, now inside to Grace. She puts up, that's good for 2. Grace Harding, 16-6.
Pencrest is gonna need more of that. That's their first field goal of the game. And just like that, Conestoga works it back for a score.
18-6, 3:25 left in the half. Kat Mullane slowing the pace down a little bit. Pass to Arndt. Passes back to Mullane. Inside to Grace. Nice pass. Oh, Megan Arndt puts it up for 2.
That was a magical pass to get it down to Megan Arndt on the inside.
The defense will try to stop it. Doesn't work. Conestoga puts up for 2. Megan Arndt in the corner, inside to Grace Harding. She'll put up off the front of the rim, no good. 2:40 left to play in the first half. Ooh, pass tip. Conestoga recovers it. Another tip. Surveys the court. Aggressive defense here by Pencrest. Ball's up. That one is good for 3. Mullane to Cello. Eccles in the corner. Ball's tipped on the pass, but it gets to Kat Mullane. She'll go inside to Grace. Grace Harding puts up no good. Conestoga gets the rebound. Ball moving around the perimeter for Conestoga. Now they'll try to get inside. Ball's tipped. On the ground, jump ball. Pencrest will get it.
Tell you what, something that Pencrest has been doing fantastic tonight is they've been keeping their hands active. You know, I can tell you, back when I played, if there was a defense that would always be deflecting balls or just disrupting your rhythm, it is so frustrating. And while it doesn't show up on the scoreboard, I can tell you Conestoga is frustrated on some of these half-court offensive possessions. And just as I say that, Conestoga has active hands and deflects the ball for a turnover.
Ball's tipped. Conestoga will get the ball back now. Looking for something inside. Nothing going. Now they get it in. That one's up and good. Under 50 seconds to play in the first half. Eccles to Mullane. Cross court to Cello. to Mulaney in the corner. Dribbles out. Back to Cello. Cello to Arndt. Arndt to Eccles. Pencrest looking for the last possession of the half here. Mulaney to Harding. Back to Mulaney. Mulaney will put up. That shot is blocked. We're going to get a last-second shot here. Buzzer beater right before the half is good for 2 for Conestoga, sending them into the locker room up 27-8.
You could hear assistant coach Mr. Brown and senior class sponsor, I might add, I work with him often. You could hear him screaming, "Go for 2," or "Shoot, go for 2," and there was about 10 seconds left. I don't know if you want to give Conestoga a chance to score, and Conestoga was able to capitalize it as we head into the break. A lot of times, even in the NBA, you'll see, the WNBA or whatever level basketball, 10 seconds left, you'll see them hold. Especially with a deficit like that, you can't just give possessions away. It's more than 3 times the amount that Pencrest has, and so you can't give possessions away like that if they want to make this comeback a little easier in the second half.
27-8 headed into the half. What's going on in that Lions locker room? What's the coach saying?
I personally have no clue. What I would be saying is a lot of times, as I've been looking on the monitor at the replay, I see the help defender that comes over to try to trap a Conestoga player. They're becoming the primary defender, and they're leaving another Conestoga player wide open on the perimeter, and it's allowing them to drive into the paint and get an easy layup. Most of Conestoga's points have come on easy layups. Now, there have been the 2 3-pointers that Conestoga has taken and made, but at the same time, a lot of it has come from drives and just working it down in the low post. So I would say don't become the primary defender if you're going to come help. If you're going to be the secondary defender, help, confuse the player with the ball, but at the same time, don't lose your girl.
I think Pencrest needs to take after what Conestoga is doing here and work the ball into the paint. Really get the ball in the basket any way they can, but especially inside the paint with their one 3-point shooter, Russo, at home, which is not good.
Yeah, I don't know. With this deficit, I would say fire away. You don't have anything to lose. You're going to need points by the bunches. A lot of times, if you take threes, it will spread you out, and eventually you can work the ball inside. But Conestoga, their zone is almost shrunk to defend the paint because Pencrest hasn't taken any threes. They've taken only one player has taken a 3 all season, and she's not on the roster tonight. It's Katie Russo. And so you have to make them respect the 3-point shot before you can work the ball inside.
That's something Pencrest has not done yet tonight. Maybe something they needed to do coming out of the half.
And that's the philosophy of so many big-time programs, college and in professional. First one I think of is last year's Villanova team. They have fantastic 3-point shooters, and they had their one center, Daniel Sheffield, but they had to make 3-pointers before they could open it up for Daniel Sheffield to work it down low. That's the first example I think of, just because I'm a huge Villanova basketball fan. But there are definitely other examples. Houston Rockets I can think of, Orlando Magic with Dwight Howard. The list goes on. And so you're gonna have to Pencrest is gonna have to make Conestoga commit to the 3-point shot before they can work it inside. 33 to 20 at the half.
And we're back for the second half of this Pencrest girls varsity game against Conestoga. We've just been informed that the boys who are away at Conestoga are leading at the half 33 to 20. That's a big game. Battle for first place in the Central League. Up 33-20 at the half. That could be huge.
You know, I have faith in our boys program that we could go into Conestoga and win. Conestoga, one of the powerhouses of the Central League for long. Pencrest suddenly emerging now as the top seed. But 13 points, that I did not expect at all. I expected it to be a closer game than that at the half. That being said, there's 16 minutes of basketball left to play, just like there is in this one. So we'll have to check Twitter to see what happens. But that's going to be an exciting finish, I'm sure. I hope the dog pound's all there.
Anything can happen in 60 minutes. That's what Pencrest is hoping for here. Ball movement early. Looking good for Conestoga. Ball is up in the air, tips. Conestoga recovers it. Nice hook pass out. Ball's up. That's good for 2. First points of the second half go to Conestoga, 29-8. Now leading by 21. Kat Mulaney slowing down the pace. Megan Arndt to Cello. Cello back to Mulaney. Now to Harding. Eccles tries to drive up, gets stopped. Cello driving up. Excuse me, Arndt. Her shot's no good. She puts up again. That's good for 2. 29-10. Once again, Conestoga staying around the perimeter. Try to get something inside. They can't. Balls on the ground. Whistles come in. Ball will stay with Conestoga. Subs come in for Pencrest. Had the ball inside, kicked it out. Set a screen, can't get inside. Now they pass in. Ball bounces around. Conestoga gets it back. Once again looking to pass inside. Ball's tipped. Pencrest will get it. Pass to Doyle. Back to Mulaney. Doyle. Arndt on the outside. She goes to Mulaney. Pass to no one. Ball out of bounds.
Now,
Stay with Pencrest.
As I'm looking at Pencrest run their offense, movement without the ball is always key in basketball. And they're not doing it with purpose. It looks like they're not doing it to get open. It almost looks like they're just going through the motions. To be down by 19 points and do that, it's not going to be able to get the job done.
Ball is inbounded. No Pencrest in the area. Conestoga on the fast break, no good. But the second shot will fall. 31-10.
And that turnover came down to strong defense by Conestoga. Forced a pass late in the 5-second count.
That ball bounces around the rim, but will eventually fall. Megan Arndt for 2.
It was late in the 5-second count, and it forced a pass to no one. An easy turnover.
A 3 is knocked down. Conestoga 34-12. Timeout. Pencrest. 34-12, 4:37 left to play in the third. One of the things we said going into halftime is that Pencrest has to make Conestoga respect the three. So far, they haven't done that. They've still been playing inside the paint. What's Coach saying in that timeout?
I think he's saying that Pencrest has to respect the three of Conestoga. They've taken, I guess that's three now, and they've made all three. And all three of them have been not contested. You know, maybe they were covering them, but they were several feet away, just keeping them from driving in. And that's because Conestoga has been crashing the paint. Most of their points have come from the low block. And now Conestoga is able to take shots that are open if they would not be open if Conestoga wasn't be able to penetrate into the middle of the court.
Coming out of the timeout.
But if I was Coach Higgins right now or Coach Brown, I would be saying guns a-blazing. You know, you got to be able to take threes and just rapid fire. You know, in or not, you got to take shots if you're going to make this comeback.
Pencrest will start with the ball. Doyle to inbound. Into Mulaney. Mulaney with a nice stutter step there. Pass quickly inside to Grace. She'll go out to Mulaney. Cello in the corner. Dribbles to the outside. High pass to Harding. Harding to Doyle. To Cello. Whistle. Pencrest ball up top.
Overall, not a lot of fouls called tonight. Whistles have been generally silent. Good that we're seeing a clean basketball game, but defenders are still going for the ball.
Ball goes out of bounds. Pencrest will get it underneath. As we say, there's been limited fouls. We started off the game by saying Pencrest has to stay out of foul trouble. They've definitely calmed down, which is a good sign. Cello up for three. That one falls short. Rebound Pencrest. No good. Whistles come in.
Yeah, but that foul doesn't happen if that three isn't taken by Annalie Doyle. So, you know, it doesn't hurt to take them.
Try to get some points off of here. Ooh, in and out. No good. She'll shoot again. That one falls. 34-13. 4 minutes left to play in the third. Jumper for Conestoga, no good. Rebound on the ground, Conestoga gets it. Shot falls, they're headed to the line. Coach Higgins not too thrilled about that call. Shot is no good. Pencrest gets the rebound. Kylie Cello bringing it up. Kat Mulaney finds Megan Arndt. Corner to Eccles. Mulaney drives up. Layup is good. Kat Mulaney for two.
Kat Mulaney, one of the many fun personalities of my Bio 2 class, Mr. Doherty. Good to see her protect the ball with her body, driving down the baseline to get the easy layup.
Good defense by Pencrest. Pass out of bounds. Pencrest will get the ball. Cello inbounds to Mulaney. She'll bring it up. Into the corner for Cello. Ball's tipped out. Conestoga gets it. Good zone coverage there. Now the ball's forced inside. Now into the corner. Good fake. Drive up into the paint. Ball's tipped. Conestoga gets it, puts it up, and it's good for 2. 38-15. 2 minutes left in third. Arndt to Mulaney. Mulaney drives up. Foul on the play. Pencrest will get it underneath. Mulaney inbounds to Cello. Cello to Arndt. Arndt to Eccles. Back to Mulaney. Surveys. Looks. Now drives inside. Puts it up off the front of the rim. Goes out of bounds. Pencrest will keep it.
For the most part, only good things happen when you drive and penetrate the paint if you have a lane. And Pencrest is going to keep the ball, and it leads to an open shot.
2-point jumper. Good for Megan Arndt. Conestoga trying to get inside. Ball's out. Out of bounds. Pencrest will get it on the turnover.
That was a wide open lane to drive straight to the basket, but somehow 2 hands from 2 different players were able to get on the ball and force the Conestoga play to knock it out off her leg and out of bounds.
Harding up. Jumper off the side of the backboard. No good. Good pressure by Pencrest. Tip ball out of bounds off of Pencrest. Conestoga will keep it. Inbounded quickly. 2 girls there for Pencrest. She's trapped. Timeout taken by Conestoga. 38-17. Conestoga in the lead. 56 seconds left to play in the third.
Pencrest already scoring more points in the third quarter than they did in the first half. So that's an improvement. Other than that, they just got to keep firing away. It's the only way they're going to be able to make this game close again.
Keep trying to drive inside. Still not making Conestoga respect the 3. Try to come out of this timeout. Play some good defense here. Force a turnover. Get some points off of it. Conestoga inbounds quickly. Pass lobbed up inside. No good. Pencrest rebound. Mulaney to Arndt. Back to Mulaney. Whistles come in. Pencrest ball underneath. Mulaney fires to Arndt. Off of Conestoga. Pencrest keeps it again. Inbounder to Harding. Harding goes inside. Arndt tries to put up. No good. Conestoga will get the ball.
Ref changed the call in the middle of making it. That was interesting, but let's see if Conestoga plays for the final shot.
20 seconds left in the third quarter. Little lob pass above Annalie Doyle. They are going to play for this last possession here. Wide open shot there, didn't take it. Trying to drain some time. That could prove to be costly, as that shot is no good. So heading into the fourth, 38-17, Pencrest down. 8 minutes left of basketball to play. Can Pencrest make this close?
That depends how effective Conestoga is at playing the time of possession game. There's no shot clock here in high school basketball, as we see a fancy stunt by the cheerleaders. There's no shot clock here. And so Lower Marion, who we'll see next, is well known for, even with 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter beginning, they will just run out the clock on you. And they'll turn it into a quarter where each team only gets about 4 possessions. So if Conestoga can do something similar to that, they will easily come out of here with this win. Other than that, Pencrest has to play very fast if they want to make this game close. It's a tall order, but miracles can happen.
Yes, anything can happen in 8 minutes. Pencrest will need something short of a miracle here. Down by 21. Pencrest will start with the ball here. Doyle to inbound.
But like I said, the name of this quarter for Conestoga is run the ball out. If they want to just dribble way beyond the three-point line, that's going to be an effective way to close this out. There's no need for them to take that many shots.
Pencrest doesn't seem to be playing with much urgency yet. Making a lot of passes. Not driving inside.
Yeah.
High pass to Doyle in the corner. That one's blocked. Conestoga will get the ball. Contrary to what we've been saying, Conestoga seems to be playing with more urgency than Pencrest does, as they knocked down a 3. Their 4th of the game.
That one Pencrest was able to get out on and put a hand in the Conestoga player's face.
Grace Harding should drive up. Shot's too hard off the back. Conestoga will get the rebound.
That's a drive that I like as opposed to taking the 3. She had a wide open lane. And Conestoga gets away with a backcourt violation.
Ooh, shot is tipped as it goes up for Conestoga. They got the rebound. Whistles come in. Conestoga headed to the line. First shot is good for Conestoga. 42-17. Second shot bounces around, no good. Heckle surveys. Still, Pencrest not looking like they're playing with much urgency. Ball around the perimeter a lot. Now she finds Harding inside. Shot is no good. Whistles come in. Grace Harding headed to the line for Pencrest. First shot is no good. Second shot falls. Grace Harding, 42-18. 6:05 left to play. Conestoga is not playing like they have a 20-plus point lead.
Yeah,
they're playing like it's a 1-point game.
I was just about to say they're playing until the final buzzer.
It's a good mentality to have.
Some coaches respect it. Other coaches think it's piling on. Personally, I like it. You know, these are high school athletes. You got to teach them to finish the job and finish it strong.
And a jumper goes up for Conestoga. That one is good for 2. 44-18.
And we're close to playoff season, so every rep that you can get against competition that isn't in practice,
3 up, no good.
every rep that you can get in competition is very valuable. So, gotta admire Conestoga for playing this one through.
Pencrest shot of 3 was no good. They got the rebound. Aren't looking for Doyle. Ball's tipped out of bounds. Conestoga ball.
I think some of these Pencrest players think they're playing like Odell. You know, they're reaching for the ball with one hand. You got to secure the ball with 2 hands if you don't want to turn the ball over. We saw it there. That's an easily catchable ball that just went out of bounds because she reached for it with one hand.
Oh, that's a 3. No good. Conestoga gets the rebound. 4:30 left to play in this game. Foul. Subs come in. Conestoga will get it up top. Pencrest defense is starting to secure. Respecting the 3. Which may open up lanes inside, but right now they're not taking them. Traveling Conestoga, Pencrest ball. Halfway through this 4th quarter, 4 minutes left. 44-18, Pencrest down. That's a 3. Kylie Cello from downtown. The first 3 for Pencrest of the night.
This game may be out of hand, but you know, you can still get valuable reps in taking threes with different competition, especially these long defenders of Conestoga. Nice defense.
Turnover by Pencrest, trying to make something happen on the fast break. They'll reset their offense.
Come on, give us another 3.
No, looking inside to Arndt. Arndt puts up. That one's good. And a foul.
Where was this ball movement earlier?
It's coming on late. Megan Arndt headed to the line. 44-23. Pencrest certainly making it a little more interesting. That one's good. Completes the end one. 20-point game now, 44-24. Aggressive defense by Pencrest. They get a shot up off the front of the rim. Pencrest rebound. Morgan King into the game for Pencrest.
Looks like both teams bringing in some reserve players.
Kat Mulaney looking for a foul on that shot. No good. Conestoga ball underneath. 2:53 left to play. 20-point game. Conestoga is slowing down. Maybe now looking to start to play the time of possession. Trapped. Gets the pass off. Stays in bounds. A lot of passing. Now they get underneath. Kick it back out. Nice kept in bounds there, but Pencrest will get it back. Cat Mulaney drives up, no good. There's a foul.
Those are the types of fast breaks that Pencrest needed early on in this game if they wanted to stay even out from the gate.
Cat Mulaney headed to the line now. Her first is no good. 44-24. Conestoga in the lead. 2:15 left to play. Second one goes off the front of the rim. Fighting for the ball. Pencrest gets it. No, turns it over. Conestoga will bring it up. Now with under 2 minutes to play, Conestoga turns it over. Good defense by Grace Harding. Mulaney looking for Arndt. Ball's tipped, stays with Pencrest. Quick shot by Grace Harding, no good. Up again, Megan Arndt, no good.
Conestoga
Fighting for the ball. Jump ball.
I was about to say Conestoga got away with a foul there because they saw Megan Arndt's jersey tugged, but ball don't lie. Pencrest gets it back.
Mulaney out to Morgan King. To Arndt, now inside to Grace Harding. She puts up good for two. Grace Harding. Try to go full court, draws the foul.
Cat Mulaney also playing to the buzzer. You know, that was a fantastic steal on her part. It's going to earn her a 1-and-1 from the line.
Pencrest not looking like they're out of this one yet. Definitely not giving up. Cat Mulaney makes her first. Now she'll shoot again. 44-27. 1:34 left. Second shot falls. 44-28. Pencrest may be down, but they are not going away. Forces another turnover. Morgan King will bring it up. Passes to Cat Mulaney. Mulaney trying to get inside. Trying to draw a foul. Whistles come in. She'll head to the line again. .119. Now, if only they had played like this the whole game.
I was thinking the same thing.
This is the basketball game I was expecting to see as Cat Mulaney knocks down another free throw.
The second half has definitely been much better for Pencrest than the first half. They've scored 21 of their 29 points here in the second.
Second shot is good.
Looks like a lane violation on Pencrest. It's going to guarantee Conestoga gets the ball and take away the opportunity for Pencrest to get an offensive rebound.
Points come off the board there too, 44-29. Pass inside, Conestoga up for two and it's good. Pencrest in the hurry up. Ball's up in the air, tipped. Conestoga will get it. No one in front of her. But no good. Pencrest will get the rebound. Under a minute to play, 40 seconds. Julia Eccles goes down.
Hard foul.
She'll head to the line. 41.2 seconds left. Free throw is good. 46-30. Second one falls. Under a minute to play. Down by 15. Pencrest still not going away. Trying to create another turnover. Conestoga gets inside the paint. And fighting for the ball. Jump ball. Arrow, though, favors Conestoga on this one. .28 seconds. Conestoga has the ball underneath. They could, in theory, run the clock out here, but they'll take another shot and take another 2 points. 48-31. Clock is running under 20 seconds now. Eccles looking for a quick shot off the rim. No good. Ball bouncing around. Conestoga will get it. Foul. Nine seconds left. Conestoga ball up top. Ball's inbounded. Have to get across court. And they will.
They will.
And that's
going to secure this one for Conestoga.
That'll be the game. 48-31 your final. Conestoga Pioneers over the Pencrest Lions. Thank you all for listening tonight. I'm Ryan Saladino.
I'm Eric Bilbro.
48-31 your final.